Wednesday morning, I'm in the car on the way to London, Brixton Road. Last night I was up to about 1:30 doing invoicing and quotes for a new client for FCC. Left at 5:30 this morning, so I'm feeling tired, but we need to push that aside and dig deep and get through the day. So we've got an ACO drain replacement this morning, supermarket car park on Brixton Road. I'm going to be there with the boys supervising, and I'm also going to be doing online training for my temporary works coordinator 2-day course. So I'm going to have to do that in the staff canteen, which is not the best environment to do training. We're just going to have to manage that one. My friend done it last week and he said that you need to stay locked in, dialed in, because he said it's a lot of information to take on. So I'm going to have to try and stay as focused as possible, busy all the calls, put my to-do list back. So pretty much the same as yesterday. So I'll be there about 7 o'clock and I'll catch up with you then. Peace. So just had a call from new client LS. He's not happy with one of the quotes I sent last night. He's given me less than a week's notice, an urgent one, a Sunday in Croydon, 2 men and a supervisor, supply and fit materials for a pest prevention measure around some penetrations, M&E penetrations going into a building. Unfortunately, the price is the price. 3 men for a Sunday, short notice. It's going to cost you £1,000, mate. Sorry. Just a point on pricing. So, if you're anything like me and you're a new business, a young business trying to make a name for themselves, and you manage to get your foot in the door with a medium to large size company that you're going to be supplying, it's easy to keep on giving discount, reducing your prices to keep the client happy. Ultimately, all they're going to do is forever squeeze your prices till it's effectively not an earner for you. If you're confident about your price, stick with it. Be confident and tell them that is the price. On bigger jobs, higher value jobs, allow contingencies in place to maybe sharpen up the quote and the price in a little bit. But on these one-dayers, the price is the price, and that's it. Bear that one in mind. So this is what I started on Monday. ACO drain replacement. I chase it out, dig out the old concrete one, clean it out, drop in a new channel like this, put the lids on, which still need to be screwed, and then the mortar filled up to fill up the gap. This is coming out because it was raining yesterday and it was still a little bit wet. This is a bit of calcium coming out of the concrete by the looks of it, which means they might have to rub that down. Might have to rub that down and reskin that, but we'll see. And I've just got these last 2 meters here to do, so we'll bring the barriers up and allow the customers to still come through the store this way. Yeah, that's the plan. So an easy day for them, but like I said, I've got training, so I'm about to go inside the store, sign in, set up my workstation ready for training today. One thing I need to do before is, I know these boys have only got a ratchet spanner to put all these screws in. It's going to take them ages, so I've sorted them right out. I'm going to give them my screw gun, and they need one of these, so I bought that for them yesterday. And I'm going to give them my screw gun so they can just fire that in quick time instead of hand, you know what I mean, because we like to help out around FCC. I'll catch you in a bit. Just so you know, it's absolutely roasting in here. This is what I've got, a small canteen, but to run my extension lead behind all here, try and stay out of people's way. And here is my desk for the day for online training. Yeah. So trying to access training, but the link keeps saying page not found. So my anxiety levels are rising. I'm trying to access online chat, but I don't think they open till 8 HSS. Trying to get on it nice and early, get ready to go, and this is why, for issues like this. So we'll see how this one pans out. Perhaps the link is only available when it starts, the training starts, but I can't see anything on this, nothing. We'll see. Well, that's a bummer. My training is cancelled. Unfortunately, I didn't get the joining email. Tried to sort it out this morning with HSS, but with no prevail. So that opens up my day for today. I'm looking at probably going to Cambridgeshire to do a site survey. I'm just waiting to see how far away that is, and also how long these boys are going to be doing this eco drain, so I can't really leave them unsupervised today. The only problem is they haven't turned up yet. They ain't even come and got the screw gun. I've got all ready for them, and looks like they might be letting me down. Don't really want to call their boss, because that'll be the second time this week. I'm going to give it a little while, and hopefully they'll turn up. They're staying in digs, so hopefully they'll turn up, smash out these last 2 meters, and I can get away nice and early, go Cambridge and do a quote for LS for this roof in Cambridge. Don't know what it is, but I'm excited to find out. So, some good news here. The boys have turned up. They're cracking on, screwing in, and finishing this last section of ACO now. And they reckon they're going to be about an hour and a half. So that's good. We can get this finished, and then I can head up to Cambridge, like I said earlier, to price this roof. And hopefully I'll get some time to do some site-specific rams for Ealing, and adapt the quote for Ealing. The client wasn't too happy with how I'd itemised the pricing. He wants me to make a couple of changes to the quote, so it's easier for them to evaluate. So hopefully we get some time to do that today. I've rebooked the training for the 10th and 11th of March, so that's now out of my head. We can just forget about all that from this morning, and carry on with our day. So it's all turning out all right. Let's crack on. So a bit annoying, the generator pull cord has snapped, which means that we can't run 110 power to the angle grinder to cut out these last bits of channel. We did have a steel saw, but the blade has gone on that. So right now we've got no powered way to cut out the rest of this drain, which means good old hammer and bolster chisel is necessary. Let's go and see how they're getting on in a minute. Not too bad, nearly there. I think we'll still be done in about an hour or so, fingers crossed. Let's go. Alright, so we're nearly done here, got about 20 minutes till we're out. Just got to sign the boys out and stuff, and they're going to go back home to Bristol, long old slap. And I'm going to be seeing them again tomorrow morning down in Gillingham at Petrol Garage to do the same type of job, an ACO drain replacement. Issue is, the contractor that these boys work for have given us a risk assessment which is not up to standard. It's got no mention of fuel ignition on their risk assessment, and we're going to be chasing out the ground right next to the fuel intake for the petrol garage and it's going to be a live petrol garage too, right next to the fume exhaust. So we've got no way of knowing how they plan on delivering the task with this type of risk, because it's not been mentioned in their risk assessment. So I basically told the contractor that the job isn't happening unless you provide a risk assessment and a plan on how you're going to be doing these works safely, because we do things safe out here. The other thing is, I'm going to be going to see my friend in East London on my way to Cambridge. He just quit his job today, so I'm going to go see him on my way to Cambridge, have some lunch, and then hopefully be able to talk about getting him to help me out on some projects. A few little bits of work that I could have him doing, scoping out jobs, doing some site visits for me on an ad hoc basis while I'm always needed in several places at once. I think that could be useful, so we're going to have those chats and see what happens. I've got a delivery that's pulled in but wearing away, so I'm just going to go chat to this fella and see what's going on. Peace. So LS has called me regarding the job that I've put in for this Sunday. He's accepted the cost, but he doesn't like that I'm doing it on a Sunday, as we originally agreed Saturday, although because it's such short notice I can't deliver Saturday. It's either Sunday or it's not. So we're just waiting for him to give us an update on whether we can go ahead on a Sunday and get a purchase order confirmed. But at the moment, I'm not sure. Depends how desperate they are. We'll see. So I'm on my way to go and see Eli in East London. I'm about 20 minutes out. Got to get some fuel on the way. Just been making some phone calls, because this is the best time for me to make phone calls, is in the car. Trying to organise for this one-day job. It was originally booked in for Sunday. Trying to get it done for Saturday instead to meet client requirements. I'm struggling. I've got one man, I'm just trying to find another one. So I'm just making a few calls, see who I can get to join me on Saturday in Croydon. So I know that I've still got to make a few more calls on that one, because I need to nip that in the bud as soon as possible. Just been speaking to another mate of mine who busted his back at work, so he's going through employment law right now, trying to make a claim. Crazy stuff. Be safe out there. Right, just left Eli's. That was a long old chat. He's left his job today, and we've been talking about how he can help me carrying out site surveys, helping me scope out jobs, and he can eventually take on jobs, potentially being site manager and actually sourcing the labour for me too. So we've got a few things that we need to talk about, but yeah, that was a good meeting. And now it's late, but I'm on my way to Cambridge. I told him I'll be there today, Lance, LS, so I'll be there at 4 o'clock. Quite late to do a site survey, 2 hours from the house, but we push on. Okay, so I'm about half an hour away from Cambridge. Don't even know what time it gets dark at the moment, but I assume it's going to stay light for me to do the site survey, but we'll find out when we get there. LS have confirmed that the contractor that's going to be doing the cutting out in works at Gillingham Petrol Garage have now submitted their updated risk assessment to include ignition of fuels and how they're going to manage those risks. I haven't looked at it yet, but I can only assume that LS approve. I can only imagine that they will now be up to standard. So when I stop driving, we'll check those out. We still need to do site-specific risk assessments for Ealing. We still need to adapt the quote for Ealing. And I'm still trying to sort out who can go to this job on Saturday. It's getting late in the day now, and I just need to make a few more calls to see if I can still mobilise for the Saturday and get that purchase order done so that I can buy some materials for it. I still haven't had any food today. I've had one coffee and a Pepsi, and I should really be looking after myself a bit better than this. But hey, we live and we learn. So I'm going to pull over shortly so I can go to the toilet and get some food down me to give me that last bit of energy I need to do this site survey and drive home. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's annoying. I spent a load of time making sure that I can get 2 guys with me on Saturday to do this job, this one dayer. Got them in the bank, got them done, all ready to go. Went back to the client saying, okay, we can do Saturday, and he's just come back to me saying I've already got someone for it now. The words I hate to hear, because I took too long. That's a lesson to be learnt there. I'm trying to be more efficient with my time. I'm trying to be more efficient with how I conduct my movements. And unfortunately, things don't always go to plan. So I was expecting to be giving him a call, I don't know, at least 2 hours before now. Maybe I need to be a bit more strict on my timings on what I need to do for the day. Maybe you need to be a bit more proactive. I don't know. All I know is I'm trying my best out here, but that's definitely a lesson to be learned. Shame that. I'm gonna have to call the guys now and tell them don't bother. All that time and energy for nilch. So be it. I am 20 minutes away now, and sorry, 10 minutes? 10 minutes away. Still haven't eaten, still haven't gone to the toilet. I've just been slogging it out on the phone, chatting, thinking. So I'm hoping that I'll find a spot round the corner from the job where I can grab a little bite to eat, go to the toilet, and then scope this job out and try and make it home in one piece. Much needed welfare break, much needed. Imagine this contract. FCC want a little bit of this, look. That's a proper contract, that is. I'd love something like that. No idea how much a job like that would be worth. Never priced a job that big. There's a lot going on. Anyway, round the corner from, my brain's mushed. Round the corner from the Cambridge job. I'm gonna quickly munch this, have a look at my emails and messages, and then I'm gonna continue my journey to the job, figure out how to use the Site Order Pro app, and try and do a good report here for LS, and then try and get home. I know she's going to be having dinner without me, so maybe a dinner for one tonight, we'll see. Alright guys, we're here. Let's go and have a look. Wow, that's shocking. Look at that lift in there. Look at that. Okay, no wonder why they want this redone. Shocking. That's not even been top coated. Neither's all that. Coverage. Appalling. Okay. I've just about seen enough of this one. Jesus Christ. That's got to be one of the worst liquid jobs I've ever seen. Wow. So I'm going to just quickly take some pictures of all that. I'm going to put it on a Site Audit Pro site survey for LS. And then later on tonight I'll probably start building a quote for that. They've also got some tiles at the front of the store that are loose. We're going to need to get some kind of access up here. I saw this on my way in. I'll let you have a look at what we're looking at. I don't know if it's best to do it from a scaffold or from mobile towers. So I don't know how I'm going to quote for this one just yet, around here. Right on the main road. Halfway across here. I'm going to show you these tiles up here. I don't know if you can see them. Some falling in the valley there. So it's an easy little number. It's only a day's work as long as you can get the access to all of it. And these tiles, these slates. Yeah, it's just another one dayer, but the tricky thing about this job is the access. So I'll have to have a think about that one when I look at my pictures later. Obviously we're going to try and be as cost effective as possible on a little job like that, just putting some tiles back and minor repairs. To have a full blown scaffold, it probably doesn't make sense. I mean, they've cheaped out on this one, they haven't even put in any gate or anything like that. You can just have people walk up on there. That one's a bit of an easier one to price. I know what we've got to do with that. I mean, I want to strip it all up and start again because it's awful, but we're going to have to overlay all of that. But hey, I'm not sure how far away I am from home right now, but it's definitely very far. Put some fuel in the car earlier, but definitely don't think it's going to be enough to see me back home. 59 miles. That's rubbish. Alright, cool. We have to do these things sometimes, you know. We're far away from home. It's late. We're hungry. It's been a long day. Not really been an earning day for me, so to speak. But we have to put in a graft early and reap the benefits later on down the line. So let's put in the address here and see how far we've got home. I'm going to use the car sat nav, I think, for this one. Brake pads have worn on the car as well. Engine management light still on. That's a whole nother story. Right, let's go home to my old address because we haven't changed it for the new one, but it's just around the corner, so it's a close enough gauge. Come on. Ah, not very nice. Well, these things happen. I'll see you in a bit. Well, 6:40 is the ETA on the car at the moment. Had some traffic to come, standard procedure. Just had a phone call from a friend of mine, Joe, who we've been managing a site together down in Brighton, ad hoc wise for another company, and we've had all sorts of dramas down there. It's a bus depot refurbishment, and this week we've got scaffolding going up, and we had it delivered on 3 separate orders, 3 separate lorry deliveries, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it all come in a wrong order. So a 5-day job has turned into a week all of a sudden, 2 weeks, sorry, all of a sudden. So I'm getting pressure from that company to get me to come in this week to help them out, push the job on, and fix things that the site manager has been messing up on down there. So yeah, unfortunately, too busy at the petrol garage tomorrow. We've got the RAMs for it. It all got approved now that they've done the new risk assessment. So we will be doing those works. We will be starting first thing in the morning at Gillingham. However, the boys are coming from Bristol, so if they leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, they might be on time tomorrow. Luckily, it's only 20 minutes from my house, so I haven't got to get up too early tomorrow morning. But that's definitely going to take up all of my day and won't be able to get down to Brighton as much as I would like to help out the team down there. But it's just not feasible for me right now. Friday, I'm on holiday, so I'm going to take some time off. I've got some bits to do. Well, now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm actually going to be on another job. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll have a look at the to-do list. We'll iron some things out when we get in, figure out what the plan is fully tomorrow, what things I've got on, what tasks I need to close out, which we'll talk about tomorrow morning. And tonight, I suppose I'm gonna have to do the things that I said I was gonna do this morning, which I still haven't had time to do, which is edit this quote, site-specific RAMs. I'll try and do that tonight, but it's been a long day, so maybe I won't get that done, but I'll definitely adapt the quote like he wanted. And I'm going to do the report site survey from where I've just been in Cambridge. Probably won't do a quote for that, it'll take too long. I'll have to do that again tomorrow. So, how long we got? What's that? Hour and 25 minutes, I think that is. Got to get some fuel in a minute as well. Running low, tired of getting fuel. It's getting dark. I'm getting very tired now. My brain is like vibrating. Don't know why. It's just been a long day. A lot of driving, a lot of talking. My eyes hurt. My partner always says that I'm always moaning. Always moaning. I think she's right. I know she's right. But hey, she's right. I do keep moaning. Let's stay positive. Hopefully there's not too much traffic coming up soon. Hopefully it's starting to die down now. Nice smooth run in and out of the petrol garage. Don't know what we're going to have for dinner tonight yet, but one thing for sure is I'm hungry to eat, I'm hungry to do this work, and I'm hungry to earn some money. Start being more self-sufficient. Really what I want to be doing is earning enough money so that I can have someone else like Eli working with me so that I can split my workload with him and I can pay him for his time. But right now, I've just got to grind through it. I'm on my own out here and no one's about to help me out for free. So we must push forward. In the times of adversity, that is when true greatness shines. So, let's see how bright we're going to be shining. Maybe I'll catch up with you before I get home. But other than that, probably going to be signing out for the day now. And I'll see you in the morning. Big up. Alright, all fueled up, 149 miles on the clock. That'll get me through tomorrow, maybe Friday as well. God, 250 odd miles today, 13 hour day, 14 hour day. I'm starting to think about maybe not doing any work this evening. I need to chill out. Looks like we're having a Nando's tonight, which is definitely a win in my book. Nice way to finish off the day. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna enjoy my time with Dougal, watching some shows. I might even give her a foot rub if she's lucky, because I feel like she deserves one. So maybe we'll do that, and I'll try and stay away from doing some work, although it is hard to switch off, as I'm sure a lot of you know. So we'll try and relax, watch some shows, eat some nice food, and when Dougal falls asleep on the sofa, like she usually does, maybe that's the time where I'll have a look and do some numbers and do that report, just so that I don't let down the client, because that's the last thing I want to do. Undercover. I hate seeing police. Gives me anxiety. Always has, always will. But they're not after me, which is a good thing, because we're just trying to keep our head down low and grind. We're not trying to disturb nobody, upset nobody. So yeah, after contemplation, I'm going to try and not do as much work as I wanted to do today. Relax and eat some good food. Thought I'd let you know that before I get home. Signing out. Big up.